Hello, my name is Merel, and in this video I'm going to show you how I create my own artsy works to decorate my wall with. I think this is a great way to give your own room more personality, and it's especially great if you want to turn your boring dorm or student room into a home. Although this wall is plain white and boring right now, we are going to change that. There's only one black poster up now, but I would like to see it as an inspiration wall, filled with random stuff, pictures or prints. As usual, I will show you my essentials first. I will need an old book that I bought at a vintage bookstore for €2, a pair of scissors, pictures that I took myself, and a postcard set of watercolor paper. I will also need a black and a white fine liner and a mustard yellow brush pen. And of course, you can also not go wrong with glue, acrylics paint, a name guard, dried flowers and an envelope. Here's some more paint and a set of paintbrushes. I'm going to start with the watercolor paper. I bought this in the shop Flying Tiger. I think it's great that the paper has the size of a postcard because it's perfect to decorate your wall with. I used my black fine liner to write a quote on the paper. I really like the minimalist feeling of this. It's an easy way of creating something with your own hands without feeling a lot of pressure. You can experiment with this by playing around with calligraphy, but if you want something simple, that's not necessary. Now it's time to show you the envelope technique. The reason why I use envelopes a lot is not because I write a lot of letters, but because I like the idea of putting something inside of the envelope and then gluing it in my journal or somewhere else. You can also glue an envelope to your wall. I grab a piece of paper from my notebook and I make sure that I fold it neatly so it will fit inside of the envelope. To make it look pretty, I glue a dried flower on top of the envelope. You don't have to copy what I'm doing. Instead of using dried flowers, you could also draw on it or leave it blank. If you're not sure what kind of paper you want to put in your envelope, you could think of an old birthday card that you once got, your favorite poem, or a letter to your future self. What you could also do is draw on a blank sheet. Small drawings or illustrations often look really cute on a wall and they definitely stand out. I'm using my black fine liner again to draw a suitcase. I'm a fan of drawing loose lines, the messier the better. I also like simple drawings, so I do not add a lot of color or details. I am simply playing around with the paper and the materials. Also, if you feel like drawing with me, please do that. Grab your own sketchbook and a cup of coffee or tea and go with the flow. I'm adding the last details by drawing the dots and some easy galaxy illustrations. Although the result is quite simple, I like how it looks. Now it's time to paint. This might perhaps be my favorite thing to do, because the painting technique I'm going to show you today is really easy and everyone can do this. It's basically a matter of blending colors. You can decide what kind of colors you want on your wall. Do you need bright tones or do you prefer soft pastels? Although I usually do not immediately add the paint to the paper, I did this here because I needed a lot of paint. The colors here reminded me of the sea, and that's why I love adding extra layers to give it more detail. Acrylics paint works great for this. Gouache paint will do the job as well. I'm going to repeat the same technique with pink paint. It kind of reminds me of a marble painting as well. Just let it dry for a couple of hours and you will be good. When you want to decorate your wall, you can often fill spaces with pictures. To add extra details, I draw on them as well with my white fine liner. Of course, you can select your favorite photographs on websites like Pinterest and print them, but in my opinion, it looks nicer if you print out the ones that you took yourself. And that way, they're not just on your computer, but you can take a look at them every day. I used my book as well to see if it fits as a background for the pictures. Now that I showed you how I create my work, it's time to decorate my wall. As you noticed in the beginning, my wall was pretty empty. I'm starting by adding my pictures and drawings to my wall. I don't really have a plan by adding stuff. I basically just do what I like. I think there are no restrictions or rules when it comes to decorating it. Of course, you can match things based on color. Since I like the messy look of my wall and I try to change it up a couple of times during the year, I don't need it to be perfect. I also added a couple of other quotes, a sticker, a dry flower, and I created another yellow paint sheet. For now, I hope you like watching this video, and if you do, I'm curious to know what your wall looks like. Did you decorate it, or are you still not sure what to put on it? Let me know in the comments. I hope you have a good day. Bye bye!